All right, guys, welcome back to another video here. Today is going to be a pretty techie video. So the other day, y'all kind of seen we got set up in a saddle and showed you how we like to set up self-filming. Today, we're going to go over camera gear that we take if both me and Jackson are going, or if we're going to have just a filmer, and kind of everything we take or will be taking this year. It's a lot different from last year, a lot of upgrades, but everything we're going to take in to film video or an episode, you could say. So yeah, I guess let's just jump into it. I can also say later we'll kind of go in how we like to set up in a tree, and that also is another video, but a lot of this will be a lot of techie stuff. So starting out with, I guess, my camera, and yeah, one of the main cameras. We'll have two. This is the Sony A7 IV. I just got this camera just the other day, and so far really liking it. I just had the A7 III beforehand, but Sony A7 IV, and then rocking as a dual, probably my main workhorse lens is going to be the Tamron 35 to 150 f2 to 2.8, I believe. And then also filter wise, so this year we're going to be filming a lot in S-Log. It's a lot different if you've never filmed in it before. And so when it's bright outside, we're going to have to be running ND filters a lot. So we're running the Polar Pro system, I believe is what it's called. And it's just a magnetic. We'll be able to toss it from here to like this lens, as you can see. Just go back and forth, make it a lot easier and efficient than your standard ND filters. So that's kind of the main, what I would do is my workhorse lens. Like if I'm filming Jackson, we'll say Jackson's hunting for this entire sake of this video, and I'm filming. That's going to be pretty much my main camera. And when I'm up in the tree, my main camera and lens combo that I'm going to be running to kind of film and get everything that I need once up in the tree. Next camera we're filming on currently, I'll break that down at the very end on what all that is. So going into next lens, this is a 90mm macro. This lens is absolutely insane. I haven't really got to play around with this in the field a lot, but just taking pictures here in studio and stuff, the creativity this adds to the arsenal is absolutely insane, and going to allow us to get a lot more creative and different shots that you're not going to see all the time. So super glad to have that one in. Another lens that I'll be using a lot more. This is, I guess I could mention, this is more of a special lens. You're not going to have this and be using it all the time. This is kind of special purposes, I guess. This next lens is the Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8. This is my wide angle zoom lens. So 35 mils here, if I was to self film, is just a little tight. Or up in a tree is just a little tight if we're in the same tree, in a small tree, super close together. So this 17 to 28 is going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to see in the truck, maybe in the tree a little bit. I call it a storytelling lens. It tells the story. It allows you to really just show everything, and just observe everything and show y'all what we're seeing through our eyes, I guess you could say. So really glad to have that one, and it'll be a huge help this year. Like I said, especially in the truck. It's not punched in. You can kind of display everything, and it has a few spots for its unique shots you can get with it also. So that's the three pretty much main lenses that are going to be going in with us all the times to every hunt. We do have another lens on this other camera that may go with us here and there. It has a spot that it could possibly go in that we may use. Mics, definitely something that'll be going in every single trip with us. These are the Cinco Gen 2s. So far, not had any problems with them. Actually, some more that we're using currently right here. But definitely have wireless mics going in. These just really allow... The shotgun mic does well, and I guess I missed that earlier. Shotgun mic is a Movo X VR something, I believe. Hang on. Yeah, VXR 10. It's similar to a Rode Video Go. It's a cheaper mic, performs great, and has great audio. But if it gets broke, who cares? It's super cheap. You can go get another one. But back to these. These have been great so far, and these are great once in the tree. So there's a lot of talking that a lot of people don't know go on with a shotgun mic. You know, communication between like Jackson and I, or shooter, whoever. So them are really good for that, and it allows you know, just to hear everything that goes on. Another thing that has to go in the bag is a light here. This is just a video light that allows you to kind of change the temperature and everything. Normally I'll have a small rig cage on here I can mount this to, and it allows us to kind of film as we're walking in, or recovery, you know, something that you don't really care when it's bright, and like you can use light quite a bit. This is definitely something that'll have to go. It's super good for pictures also. A quick second angle, and it's super easy as this GoPro. It's something that I've used for, I think, going on 2 years now, and it's kind of nice. So every now and then we may split up in trees, and this is something that normally I'll put it on shooter, is what I say, is stick it on the shooter, because a GoPro is super simple. Hit the record button even when it's off, and it's going to start recording. So that's the reason I like to do that. If we're in separate trees, it's way less on the shooter to get have to worry about. You got enough to worry about when you're shooting anyways. Obviously batteries, that's what's in here. Them are must-haves. You don't want to get in there and lose pretty much power on the camera. That'll be a bad deal. Another little camera that's going to go in. This is mainly if we know we're going to set 2 separate trees. We're only going to take one of these. May not even take this, and may use this other main camera as a second angle, and that's probably what we'll do most of the times. But if we're going to set separate trees, this is something we're going to do. And this is the Sony ZV-1. This thing's excellent in low light. So in those, I really like using it as a second angle. And, you know, when it's coming into those low light hours, where when, you know, big deer like to start moving, it allows you to still have good quality. It still shoots 4K and everything that we want. So that's the main goal here, is everything will shoot 4K, and these lenses are going to allow us to shoot a lot lower light this year. But yeah, that's pretty much the 2 second angles, the main angles, and the lenses that are going to go in for every single time that, you know, if somebody's going in to shoot, the other guy's filming, this is all going to be in that guy's filmer's backpack. This is, you know, everything we're going to need to film a video and actually, you know, produce something that of super high quality. So we're going to swap cameras, and I will break down the other camera that we have. It's very similar to this A7 IV here. So yeah, let's swap them. All right, we've got the camera switched out here. So this is, I guess would call that one A and this one B camera. This is the Sony A7 III, and that will be the other, I guess, main camera that we'll have. So this is what we'll also probably use is a second angle, or that one is a second angle. They're pretty much interchangeable, as they do pretty much everything's the same setting wise. Lens on here is 24 to 240. It's a lens that we've had for a little while now, and this is a great do-all lens. I don't know if it'll always go with us, but it may have its time and place to go in with us, and if we, you know, kind of feel that, we'll be sure it's in the bag. But that's pretty much the B camera. I will say, running both of them, that this clip is a must-have. You can pretty much clip one on there and put one into picture mode, and the other one in your video mode, and swap them in and out. So that's definitely something that we'll be doing a lot this year, is kind of having one as pictures and one as video. They're super easy to swap out that way. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that we'll be taking in as, I guess, film an episode of what we do in the woods there. Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think I missed anything. But anyways, until next time, keep seeking.